How's it going, everyone? Welcome into the Coaches Show presented by Wundertre. We are in the barn today for round 3 of the Coaches Show, and we're super excited that you're here. Devin Ward here alongside the head coach of the Lubbock Matadors, David Ormiston. Coach, did I get it today? Ormiston.
You got it, Ormiston.
I had it right the first time.
There you go.
I had it right the whole
Never doubt
broadcast
yourself.
the other day.
Never doubt yourself.
It's because I doubted myself again. And John is listening, I guarantee it, and he's going to say something again, and I'm grateful that he does that.
Yeah.
Got to have that friend that holds you accountable.
Exactly.
Coach, 2-0 the final score the other night out at a packed Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park.
Yep.
What a memorable night. What a home opener for these guys.
Man, that atmosphere was insane.
Oh, my goodness.
Just everyone just was buzzing in the locker room, and it made guys play up another level because you have to show out, obviously, in front of that many people. So
100%.
Yeah.
6,223 was the official attendance for the home opener the other night. It is a record-breaking crowd, an all-time record-breaking crowd. And, man, I'm still getting chills about it, Coach. And I know you said you're still buzzing about it.
Yeah.
It was outstanding.
I was trying to get instructions out the whole time, and guys couldn't even hear me.
Right.
Mozos was loud. Everyone else was jumping. So.
Well, and speaking of the Mozos, they were, like, strategically placed behind the Arkansas bench, right?
We think of everything.
Yeah, we're on top of it.
Yeah.
And those guys, they debuted some new chants. They had a Duvon chant that they debuted.
I heard a little John Cena trumpet.
Oh, we did?
As the game started.
Oh, that's big time.
A little callback.
Yeah, they have, like, trumpets. They have trombones. They got a drum.
Yeah.
We got to see some of the guys pretending like they were drumming,
yeah.
Pre-match. It was really cool.
Was it Dylan that was dressed as a pope? As the pope?
I think so, yes. That was.
I turned around, saw that, and just had to.
I had some of my family members
time.
actually text me about Dylan and wondering why he was dressed as the Pope, and I was like, I don't know, but it was awesome. He looked cool.
Yeah, it was.
I couldn't tell what was on his flag. Couldn't tell.
I couldn't see it though.
Yeah, no, we were so locked in.
Yeah.
I guess just takeaways from the game. What were your key takeaways?
I thought we controlled the game, to be honest, which is obviously a great thing. I thought we could have been a little bit more clinical in front of goal. But that's something that we're working on, and something that comes over time as guys get used to playing with each other, knowing what runs they're going to make, and they're adapting to what we want them to do as a coaching staff. So, I thought we could have been a bit better there. But in terms of how we were when we lost the ball, we won it back quickly, and didn't really ever look like conceding, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, pressure felt like the name of the game for the Matadors throughout that. And I feel like Arkansas, this is from the fan point of view, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, only had like a handful of opportunities all night. You guys dominated, it felt like.
Yeah, I think there maybe was one that Theo cleared from a set piece, but I don't think Andre had to make a save. He did great with his distribution and came out for a cross, but I think other than that, that was his involvement for the whole game. So
I'm glad you brought up Theo. I thought he played really well, and your entire back line on defense locked down.
First of all, the whole back line was incredible. But I mean, Theo, we spoke with him. That was his best game for sure, on the ball and off the ball. Defensively, he's just such a good player. Reads the game so well, and obviously Ryan got man of the match deservedly, but Theo was definitely right up there.
Right. Well, I was going to follow back up with Ryan. You gave him the signature stag man of the match. Talk about his performance.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan was all over the field, dictating the play. When we lost the ball, he was getting it back quickly, was looking dangerous going forward. And he played in multiple positions. So I've known Ryan now for a few years and coached him a couple of times before. And he's just such a reliable player, such a smart player as well, knows exactly where to be. He is one of our captains as well. So when he's out on the field, because he knows the system so well, he's able to instruct guys on my behalf out there. So
that's great.
Yeah, having him out there is just it's huge.
Tied up at 0 at halftime, and then you guys score 2 goals to get things going in the second half. What was your message to the guys in that halftime? I heard a rumor that it was pretty fiery in there.
Yeah, it was. I don't know how fiery it was, but I was just telling them they need to be hungry to score goals. And we went over the game plan again, and things that we'd identified in the first half that were not going wrong, but could have been better. And we brought that to the guys' attention, and you saw it pay dividends in the second half. You
found a solution in the second half. And speaking of solutions, if you need a roofing solution here on the South Plains that you could rely on, look no further than our trusted local roofing company, Andrews Brothers. They offer top-notch roof repairs, replacements, and installations. With their experienced team and superior craftsmanship, they got you covered. Don't wait. Call them today, 806-798-7663 for a free estimate. Andrews Brothers Roofing.
Is that how you do that? Like, you have a word that you just coerce me to say, and then it leads right in?
I figure it out, man. Yeah. I give you a layup.
if there's a Ballon d'Or for ad reads, it's you. So.
Dude, give me the gold trophy.
Yep.
Actually, I'd take a dos Toros
Take a
right
dose,
now.
okay.
We have the caffeine rolling today, Coach. You got your Celsius. I was
Yes,
told
sir.
to ask by Lexi in the call, what is your favorite Celsius?
Oh, there's like a pina colada one. I think it's called like Playa Vibe, maybe.
Okay.
But I'm easy. I mean, I think I've got a tropical vibe right now.
It's just whatever's in
Yeah.
front of you, you're going to go for.
Sparkling, starfruit, pineapple. Can't go wrong.
Over, under 2.5 a day.
Celsiuses?
Yeah.
Oh.
Here, I'll tell you the truth with my coffee, okay? When I worked at KCBD here in
Yeah.
town, I drank 2 pots a day. I've scaled it back to like 4 cups a day. It's a lot.
I don't know if I want to say because I don't want to encourage anyone to.
Okay, he
It's-
drinks a lot of Celsius.
I
That's
drink a
what you need to
lot.
know. And
Yeah.
thankfully, Powerade is a sponsor with Pepsi, and they're a Pepsi drink, and so that's great, right?
Gatorade.
Gatorade. Oh,
We love Gatorade.
Ooh, that's on me. We are Gatorade. Powerade is.
I don't know. What is that other one? I've never heard of it.
No, you know what? It's subpar. Gatorade is the best. I like
Exactly.
Gatorade Zero actually because my kids will just chug that stuff, and they don't get the sugar rush. It's wonderful. Gatorade Zero.
When I was younger, it was it's Pepsi Zero here, but back in England, it was called Pepsi Max. It's like the zero sugar version.
to
Just
the
go around my
max.
grandparents' house, and that's one of my earliest memories. So that's why I love Pepsi.
That's a core memory right
Yeah,
there.
it is.
Outstanding. Talking about some cool things and core memories. Some of the fans made some core memories the other night out at the game. They had some cool posters. There was 300 of them given away to the first 300 fans at the game. And Coach, I saw all the players signed it.
Yep.
Your wrist had to be killing you after signing 300 of them.
Yeah,
man.
I know. You kind of get into like a rhythm though when you're doing it. So,
Yeah. I'm gonna have to
But
get
yeah,
Coach's
those posters were
autograph.
awesome though. I mean,
Dude,
like
yeah.
being able to get those at every game is like a collectible. That's what's so awesome about this club and everyone that works here. They all think of these cool ideas and how to make the experience even more enjoyable. Like you're not just showing up to go watch a soccer game. It's everything that comes with it. So
Yeah, the bubble trucks, the whole pregame party was outstanding, and then the kits. Oh my goodness, the feedback that
man.
I've received from the kits from the game.
kits were just another level. Yeah.
Yeah, are we gonna run them back?
I don't know.
We need to be looking at that table.
That might be a later in the season conversation.
There's a bunch of smirks on their face, and so maybe Matador fans, maybe that's the vibe I'm getting.
If the if there's enough ask,
Yeah.
attention for it. Who
I
knows?
told my wife she's gonna get her season ticket jersey, and I was like, totally get the one that we wore on Friday. Speaking of kits, coming to town is the Banana team. The Fort Worth Vaqueros are coming into town for another home match on Wednesday, and I cannot be more excited.
Yeah, no, they've had a really good start to the season. Couple good results against Arkansas as well, just like us, and I think they're going to be a really dangerous team that we have to give obviously our full attention to, which we do everyone. Really well coached as well. I know Coach Tony, and I know he always sets up his team to come in to win. So big game. I'm gonna have to be at our best for sure.
I know you don't like giving out tactics. What kind of tactics do they do though? Like what do you see from them? Problems that they present.
Well, it's different from game to game, obviously, because styles make matchups, and they like to play. They play multiple different formations. So I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
I can't say too much.
He's going to keep it close to the
Yeah,
vest.
exactly.
I like that about Coach, man.
Yeah.
That is something. Currently sitting at the top of the Lone Star Conference right now. That's got to feel pretty good with the guys. How do you keep guys dialed in and locked in all the time?
Yeah, to be fair, we don't really like it. Yeah, we're top, but it doesn't really mean much.
Right.
So that's like they're still hungry. They know it doesn't mean anything because we haven't won anything. So
Right.
and I think I said it on the last show.
You did.
The table could change after one game because of how close it is, and there's so many games in quick succession, and we don't really pay attention to the standings. We pay attention to who's next, and that's Fort Worth.
That's right. The Vaqueros coming into town. You want your face in the place on Wednesday night. We're hoping for another humongous crowd. And we're hoping the weather does as well.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, hey, if it is raining, get those ponchos out. You know what I mean?
do it, yeah.
Get an umbrella. I don't know.
I think that would make, we always talk about how they add on to the atmosphere every time. That could be something that you could add on to, right?
Right, absolutely.
I think that'd be outstanding. I don't know how I'd call a game in the rain, but I'd figure it out.
Hey, I
have that nice press box,
I was born and raised in England, so
You're used to it.
that's our environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What did you think of the field the other day in the press box? I got to see Coach go on a tour of the second and third floor. That place is amazing.
Yeah, that view up there is incredible. I mean, you literally get a bird's eye view of the whole field. So, I was really impressed. That was my first ever time up there.
I got a great perspective up there. I'll
You
tell
really
you that.
do, yeah.
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 They have like that magnifying glass on the glass, and so it's like 30% closer is what it feels like, and it's really cool. Lexi, Duvon's bride was up there with me in the game the other day. Let's give a shout out to Lexi on here. I thought she did really well.
Yep, definitely.
She was fun. I can tell you that. I interviewed her. I don't know if she realized it, but for the entire 2 hours leading up to the game, I was interviewing her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was trying to get to know her so I could find talking points over the broadcast, and I think she figured it out towards the beginning of the game. Yeah, I think she figured it out. Youth Academy going on right now. It says you had your second tryout, and it just happened this weekend. How did that go?
It did. It went really well. Yeah, really good turnout again. We was able to run a couple sessions, and I thought the players did really well. We're currently evaluating right now everyone that was there, and we're going to be reaching out soon with updates. So.
What does that evaluation process look like for you? You know, what are you looking for, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, it's looking about what they're doing on the ball, firstly, obviously. Then how they're reacting off the ball could be how are they losing it, like what is their reaction, fitness levels, touch, do they control with their back foot, little different things like that.
And if parents, what does the future look like for the Youth Academy, and how do parents, what are the next step for our parents?
So we're going to be reaching out via email, and then we'll have other updates that are going to be on our social media, so just stay tuned to that.
Yeah, and if you're not following the social media, make sure you do that. Facebook, Instagram, and even here on YouTube, where we're like 2 subscribers away from reaching our goal of 625 during the
I don't know if I'm subscribed. Maybe I should.
Coach is not subscribed. Let's put him on the spot. Let me
have a look. Let's see if I am.
If we could have that awkward YouTube zoom into Coach right now, that would be outstanding.
Let me see.
Drum roll, everybody.
Let me see if I'm on.
Here we go.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, that's bad. Here we go. All right.
Man, he did it.
We need one more.
We need one more subscriber.
We need one more. Jake Willits, are you watching right now?
Are our guys subscribed?
Ryan, are you subscribed? To the Matadors
YouTube channel.
Go on, I'm going to hit the target right now.
We're going to hit 625. Bang! That's a goal right there, dude.
There we go.
That's a goal.
Well, if everyone that went to the game subscribed.
Dude, we would be killing it.
I mean.
6,223.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're looking at you, Matador Nation. We need you to subscribe. Coaches show every week. Why not? Right? And, you know, whenever we do the games, we even tell the opposing fans to subscribe because, like, why not? Because you could see what's happening in our conference here in the Lone Star and here in the Hub City. If you want to follow a winner, right?
Oh, I didn't say that.
That was our general manager. I like that, though. I like it. Okay, Wundertre coming in with some comments. I see you, Alex, coming in here and saving us here. It says, back at it on Monday, hyped for Wednesday. He was out there running around with a camera. He was super hyped after the game the other day. Did you see him?
I did. I also saw one of our players nearly take out Connor, one of our interns, when he was taking pictures. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Who was it? I can't remember who ran into him. But, yeah, he nearly got trucked, so...
Yeah, trucked.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Alex, I appreciate the comment saying top 2 at transitions, not 2. And not 2.
Numero uno.
Numero uno.
You know, I've been practicing my Spanish.
You have? I clearly haven't. So Lexi's family was commenting from Colombia, and it was all in Spanish. And I looked at her, she looked at me, and we were like,
You need to get that Duolingo streak going.
Yeah, dude. My dad has like 900-something days on that.
Wow.
Yeah, it is quite impressive.
I might have 9 days, but yeah, 900's different.
Yeah. Well, you know, you got time, Coach. You got
this. What is that, like nearly 3 years?
He's been dude. He would go on a cruise and he would buy the Wi-Fi package so that he could keep his thing going. And I'm like, dude, you just dropped $100 just to keep your thing going.
I've also told Kata and Robbie and Duvon when I'm around Spanish only.
Spanish only. That's how you have to immerse yourself into it.
Hey, there we go. You see it again there.
I don't know what he said, but he said it. You got to immerse yourself into it, though, right? I think that's the only way to do it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Only way to do it. Coach, give us your sales pitch for Wednesday. Why do fans need to be there as we're wrapping up this part of the Coaches Show?
Yeah, I mean, I think I said it after in the post game. We need to make home a fortress. I need people to pack the place out because when the opposing team comes in, it is an intimidating atmosphere. When they see a whole wall of, 6,500 people now, it's that's something. And it also, it gets these boys wanting to play to another level. They want to put on a show and. We just encourage everyone to come out.
So we debuted something new. You enter in from the south side of Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. If you're coming on Wednesday, remember that. Fans were wrapped all the way around the press box, going all the way around to the north side. That thing was slammed with fans, and that was so cool. Me and Lexi had to cut in line. We're like, hey, we're broadcast. Can we, slip in?
I'll say this as well. I read a letter to the first team in the locker room just before we went out for the game for the final walkout. And it's from one of our super fans from the Mozos, and their family traveled all the way down to Houston to watch us. And it actually got the boys kind of emotional, to be honest, because in the letter it said about having a sense of belonging. And that is what soccer does, and that's what being part of, you become a part of something that's bigger than you.
Yeah.
And, on Friday we had 6,500 people come together. So if you want to be part of something that's bigger than just yourself, you got to come to a Matadors game.
I was telling Dr. Eric Cunningham during our halftime interview that this is the biggest ticket in town.
Absolutely.
We are Lubbock's professional team. Make sure you get your face in the place on Wednesday to come check us out. Make them have to, these guys that are sitting over here, make them have to open that visitor side, right? With so many people here.
Now that should be the next goal, to be honest.
Yeah. Get so packed that we have to open up that visitor side.
Yeah,
that'd be too
cool.
cool.
Absolutely should be the next one.
We were close. I felt like we were close on Friday.
Yeah, I think so.
I remember I had a fan comment on the live stream saying that they were watching from the concession stand line. They were watching the broadcast. I thought that was kind of cool because there was a line, and because there's that many people there. Wow. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say, Coach, before we wrap it up?
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
That's it for me.
Cheers, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Cheers.
4-0. 12 points in Lone Star Conference play. They'll be back on Wednesday. Oh, I got a drink, huh?
Can't cheers and not drink.
It's coffee. It's coffee. It's caffeine.
Celsius.
It's caffeine. That's what we needed. Hey, we'll be back with some of the players, the signature stag players of the match. Coach, thanks so much for time.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We'll be back with more on the Coaches Show presented by our friends at Wundertre here at the barn. Come check us out. Come see us if you have time, as we'll be here live for another, probably about 45 minutes. So we'll be back right after this.
Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, but the Matador Soccer Club.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters. How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health, because when you hear the word cancer, every moment matters.
All right, and welcome back to the Coaches Show. We made a substitution, and when you need to make a substitution, well, realistically, there's no substitute for you or for your vehicle. Lubbock Matadors sponsor Grease Monkey and Monkey Splash of Lubbock. Stop by today, and they will help take care of your automotive needs. That was a horrible read, but I gave it my best. Shout out to Grease Monkey, though. They've done amazing things for my vehicle, and they'll do the same thing for you. They're off of Slide Road. Up next, we got Momo and Ryan. I've never had two guys jump on the show before with two of the players. First of all, welcome on to the Matadors Coaches Show. Grateful you guys are here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Would love to have you guys. I guess we'll start with Momo here. Momo, talk about the record attendance the other night, man. 6,223 people coming to check you out.
That was just unbelievable, like having all the people showing up for us, cheering all the game. It's just like something you want to be part of, like it just show that you play for something bigger than you. Mm-hmm. And I think everyone would love to be part of that thing.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a great attendance, 6,223. Ryan, the Mozos didn't stop, dude. They keep going, like Momo just said. They don't stop. They just keep going the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, I played against Lubbock last year for West Texas, and the atmosphere was amazing. So it's good to be on the home side now, at least.
Yeah.
Have them supporting us. And speaking of like the attendance and that, like me and Momo, we practiced a little celebration before. I didn't think they caught it on the live, but I mean, yeah, at least we got to do that for them. And just performing in front of them was great.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of want to ask y'all to do the celebration now since we have it on live, I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah? Maybe that's how we end this segment. Maybe we end the segment with y'all doing the celebration. Y'all down?
Yeah.
I'm kind of down. Are we down? We're down. Hey, breaking news, we reached our goal on the subscription count. Thank you to everybody that's subscribing. We are now at 629. Yeah, we're at 629. We were short. We picked up 6. Thank you to our Matador Nation that's tuning in and making it happen. This is the third episode of the Coaches Show. Being newcomers, and formally introduce yourselves. We'll start with Momo, and then we'll go to Ryan. Formally introduce yourself and all the things.
Yeah, so I'm Mohamed Job, and people call me Momo. I'm from West Africa, Senegal, and so pretty much where I'm from, like everyone play the game. Started from my grandfather. He played for the Senegalese national team. He was captain himself. My dad's big brother was also captain for the national team, and my dad even played for them before going to Germany and play for a third division team, I think. So yeah, like where I'm from, everything is about soccer or football or whatever we call it, Yeah.
It's football, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I hear we have a flag on the way for you. That's what I was told to tell you. We have a flag on the way.
I love that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. What do you? That's really cool that we do that. The Mozos do that, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Does it make you feel like you're at home?
Yeah, of course. Like I mean, it's kind of like the same environment from back home. Like playing for a lot of people coming, cheering you, and that's like really good to have that here. So yeah, it's pretty much where I am.
That's awesome. And Ryan, tell us about you, man. Give us the 411.
So I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Okay.
I came here in 2019, finished my degrees, and yeah, man. Before coming to Lubbock, I was actually going to stop, but Dave convinced me pretty well to get back into it. So
keep playing.
Yeah, so I'm glad that I did that. You know, it was a great shout again on Wednesday. I mean, when did we play again?
We play on Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah, thought so. So yeah.
Yeah, against
great.
Fort Worth, and then you got a big one against your former team coming up on Saturday. Why was it important to you that you followed Coach David though, and then continue to play with him?
Not to like praise him too much, but I mean, like I said, playing for the last 3 years, I think it was a good experience. You know, understanding the system and everything, and I think we just have a good relationship over the last 3 years, and coming to a familiar face, you know, familiar setup. I think that it was just good to reunite with him and just play under him again. Yeah.
Well, and you could be a coach on the field, like you know what he's looking for out there and all the different things on that back line, right?
Yeah, like it's good to be infield, you know, and help the guys. You know, obviously with all those fans and stuff, like we can't. Obviously, his voice can't reach all the way to the other end sometimes. So I'm glad that I can just pass on the information and maybe just help see things that maybe he can't get across during the game.
Well, and he probably couldn't hear you during the game because of all the fans that were out there, right?
Yeah.
Let's go back a couple of matches. Momo, I remember seeing an ESPN style of play that you made where you bent it like Beckham, man, and that was outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, first one always special. Like I said, you know, coming in Lubbock in a great setup like this, you know, and I just see that opportunity and I was like on my head, yeah, it's gotta be the one. You know, I gotta go for it, and yeah, like. It worked out well for me, so really happy.
It's something you practice all the time, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like
I couldn't imagine doing that.
Shot a lot the ball, you know, and like those kind of opportunities are like really special. You don't have it a lot of time in a game, so when you got it, like you gotta
go
put
for it.
Everything on it, yeah.
That was his slam dunk. In basketball terms, right? You went for it, man. That was outstanding. Talk about this guy in the defense that was played on Friday, though, man. The defense was outstanding.
Yeah, like they just like make you feel like really comfortable going in attack, you know. It's like if you had a really good defensive side, you know, like they take care of all of the details, and you just have to focus on the offensive side, score some goals, and then help to win the game.
Yeah, man. It was pressure, and this team was locked in for the home opener the other night. And then you were named the signature Stag Man of the match. What does that mean to you, dude?
Surprising, first of all. There was talks that Theo was going to get it, so I mean, I was surprised when I got it at the end. But yeah, it means a lot, especially after taking a year out, you know. I didn't really expect to get it, and it was just, yeah, I'm glad that I could perform well in front of the fans, you know. At least gives them something to remember.
Whenever there's that many fans there, does that put a little extra pressure on you guys to go out there and shine? Do you like pressure, though? Pressure makes diamonds.
Exactly. Yeah. Like for me, like it's like mostly like they're gonna like put you on a good spot, you know. If you know like people are watching you, cheering your name, like helping you, so like it's just like put you in a better position.
Yeah. Well, you guys started the year 3-0 on the road. Now you're 1-0 at home. What is it like playing at home compared to playing on the road? Because there's probably a major difference, and I want both of you guys to answer.
I mean, it was unbelievable, you know. Like we played 3 different teams and like kind of feel, I don't know, like the home game like make it feel more special for us, like just show you that you play for like something bigger, just like I said. So that was a great experience.
Yeah, it feels like something's bigger. What about you, man?
I mean, yeah, not having to travel like 9 hours is a lot better than just you know, waking up and driving to the field, which is 10-15 minutes away. It's a lot better. And I mean, like, I think just playing at home, it gives you that extra amount of desire to try and win a game.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's also no excuses at home as well, because everything's set up for us to win. So.
Okay, before I start getting into the fun questions for you guys, just sell the fans Wednesday night. They want their face in the place because we're going to have another magical moment, you know, or another memorable night.
We want all of you to show up again like you did, you know. It was great, and come make it special and for another win, yeah.
Okay, Ryan, what do you got, man?
bring yourselves and bring your friends and your families and your dogs and whatever you can to the game, because we want all of you out there. You know, playing from the atmosphere was so amazing, and I mean, we're definitely going to put a show on for you again. So please come out, everyone.
He's doing my job for me. Live Oak Animal Hospital night's coming your way on Wednesday. You're gonna see some dogs out there, which is really cool. It's one of my favorite nights of the year. I have like a little outfit that my dog still has from the very first one that we did, which is really cool. Your teammates are lighting the comment section up. Y'all ready for this? Okay, this is from Jack Thomas. Momo, who is your favorite player on the team?
JT, bro, you're my guy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
He's a ball of energy out there. I love watching him play. And I had one of the fans come up and ask me about him, actually. He was a little bit of everywhere.
JT, yeah.
Okay. Adam Thompson saying happy 30th birthday the other day to Ryan. Did y'all hear how I made Duvon 33 years old the other day on the broadcast? Duvon, this is me. I'm sorry. I know you're 25. You're not 33. For real, I had him on my roster at 33. Okay, Jack Pasco saying, Ryan, can you give me a haircut, please?
Oh, okay. So when I arrived like 3 weeks ago, I gave myself a haircut, and the goalkeeper, Ali, he asked me, he was like, oh, where'd you get your haircut? I said, oh, no, I did it myself.
You look great.
Thank you. So he asked me to give him one, and then literally the whole team, I don't rest. I'm literally cutting hair almost every day of the week now.
You know,
He has to. He's my roommate.
I got him before Arkansas.
Yeah? He's got his guys looking right, is what I'm hearing.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
And also, if anyone needs a cut in Lubbock, I'm at the one.
He's at the one, that's right. I actually have, a lot of you guys are working here in the community. I saw on like a local soccer page, Theo was saying that he was, offering services, and some of the guys work at the soccer box. It's really cool that you guys are out in the community working. I think that's really cool. Some of more comments on here. Yvette with the flag. Let's see. Representing South Africa Tour, biggest fan here, says Yvette. Jay, the curtain cut. This fire emoji. I don't know. Does that make sense to y'all?
Well, shout out to my mom. That's
Yvette, yeah?
Yeah, that's my mom.
I'm going to remember that.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember that coming to game time, Yvette. I'm going to make sure to give a shout out. Wundertre, Ryan taking over the transitions wasn't on my bingo card today. No, it wasn't on mine either, Alex. It was not. But we're grateful that he did that, because make sure you get there early, because you want to make sure you get some of the fun stuff. Okay, here we go. Favorite pregame meal? I want to hear from both of you guys.
I love to eat pasta before game, Not a lot, but just a bit of pasta.
Okay.
Which can hold you all the game.
Yeah.
So yeah. Definitely red sauce.
Is that marinara?
Yeah.
Okay. They need to go to the Italian place here in town that offers the pink sauce. You know which one I'm talking about? Italian restaurant. You know who I'm talking about. So that these guys could try it. Zach Smith saying we want a Momo goal. That'd be awesome. Come Wednesday, we want to make sure you're there so that you could see the Momo goal. That'd be cool. All right. Have you answered your pregame meal?
No, honestly, whatever's in my fridge most of the time. But usually like eggs, avocado toast.
Oh, that sounds great.
And then I love the caffeine, so coffee and then a Celsius. Yeah, that's pretty much my go-to.
Well, and Coach couldn't give us how much caffeine he takes a day. How much do you require a lot of caffeine?
Nah, it's usually just 1 cup in the morning, and then like during the warm-up, I'll take a Celsius.
Okay. Yeah. I have 2 young kids, and it is a constant. It is a constant. Okay, back to some of the questions here. Favorite pro baller that you look up to?
I would say Neymar.
Okay.
Like, he's a beast,
Oh, definitely.
Just love how he play and everything. So, Neymar.
That's awesome.
Paul Pogba, when he was at Juventus, and like early time at Man United, he was just ridiculous.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, and I guess finally for me, goals for the season. What are the goals?
Like, how many goals? Or?
Yeah, no, big picture. Like whenever.
The goals. Goals. I mean. When you say goal,
he wants 100 goals.
Yeah, when you say goal, I just think about scoring goals, So, but just winning.
That's what
just
you want.
Winning everything we can win on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, take it game by game, but I mean, I want to win the conference, win the playoffs, and then just take it from there.
Yeah,
so,
game by game.
Yeah.
That's Coach rubbing off on you a little bit, right?
It's the experience now, man. You have to like focus one by one. You can't overlook anyone. Anything can happen. So
That's right.
Yeah, just try to win game by game.
It's killing me. I want to ask him all about West Texas on Saturday, but I'm waiting because he's one of Coach's players right there, and he's got the Coach mindset. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on to the Coaches Show. You guys killed it. Did y'all have fun with it?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to get another clap. Thank you. When we return, I think we're going to have our General Manager, Dustin McCorkle, joining us. This is being presented to you by Wundertre, the official marketing sponsor of the Lubbock Matadors.
One thing I really like about working with Wundertre is how fun they make the process. Whether it's monthly strategy meetings or on-site video shoots, they find ways for us to laugh together, all while accomplishing our goals.
All right, welcome back. With the game on the line and seconds counting, and when it comes to your health, every moment matters. Covenant Health is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the Lubbock Matadors this season, providing players and fans with excellent quality healthcare that they deserve. Now joining us here on the Coaches Show is the General Manager, Dustin McCorkle. Dustin, 4-0, man. Sounds great.
It's a wonderful feeling, isn't it?
It is. I think I said that to you on the broadcast. 12 points, congratulations, all the things, man. It is a wonderful feeling.
Yeah, first year for a lot of things. Again, I mentioned it after the game, but the biggest thing for me with this team is the mental toughness. Watching that game last weekend, it's one of those games where you feel like you're dominating the entire time, but you're not seeing a goal go in. And I think some teams that are more mentally unstable, those are games where like you can get frustrated to the point to where an easy, silly goal goes in, and now all of a sudden you're either tied or you lose.
Right.
And for this team to take it personally that nothing was going in, come out right away and start showing another level, credit to the coaches, credit to our players for sticking with it and showing the fans a nice home win.
Right. Yeah. Character. That's a huge thing in sports, and we saw a lot of this team's character at the home match on Friday. And then 6,200 fans got to see it.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing. Like, as much as we try and share and coach is prepping these guys that when they come to Lubbock, you're playing for something bigger than just the team for the summer. Until you see it and experience it, it's really hard. And these guys got to experience the biggest match we've ever had live in person. And then you had Momo on here. Like, obviously, he put one in. So he got to experience what the crowd looks like when you score a goal at home. But Ryan, man, I was telling Coach before he got labeled man of the match, I had a partner come up to me and tell me, he's like, whoever number 8 is, he's like, that guy was creating his own chances all night long. He's
That's
like,
awesome.
that guy was special. And then he gets announced man of the match.
Well, and then that tells you that our fans are seeing it too, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And that soccer is growing here in this, in this city.
Being able to have fans that can recognize, like, it's not just about the scoring, it's about how you're contributing all over the field. And I do think that's been really special, that it's not just who's scoring goals that is being recognized as the top player that night. But I'm sure it's also hard for coaches, because some of these guys scoring probably do deserve man of the match as well.
Right. I feel like I failed the audience over here. The guys, I completely forgot to get y'all celebration. I did not forget completely, but I would love to see the celebration. Dustin, would you like to see it during your segment?
I mean, if we're not putting them on the spot, let's do it.
They have a Celsius in their hand, so they're ready. They're energized. Okay, they're going to do it live on Wednesday. So fans, be on the lookout for that on Wednesday. All right. I feel like we put a bow on the home opener already, but I can't get over it. Right? The kits were amazing. The pregame party was amazing. 6,200 fans were amazing. Final thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I think this year, again, for semi-pro sports, a lot of times when you start getting to year 3, things start fizzling out. You have a team here that's dedicated on the front office side to try and make sure that we're reinventing the wheel and making everything special. And I want to give a credit to my team in the front office for putting on a really spectacular event. The pregame party was packed in a way that we haven't seen in a couple of years, which was awesome. And I think that was from our partners participating. That was from ideas that were created from Thomas Wolfe and Cooper Cohen and all these wonderful people. She loves when I say Cohen instead of Cowan. It's a Burleson thing. But our whole team out here just did a phenomenal job, and our interns who had never worked a game are all of a sudden working the largest game that we've ever had with no prep time. So shout out to my team. They do a phenomenal job. But if you haven't experienced it yet, the pregame party starting at 5 o'clock is a phenomenal experience. We're going to be doing that every single match. And then, the turquoise kits, the Noche Latina night, the Hispanic heritage that we were able to honor, that's a big part of the culture of soccer. I think everybody had a blast, and it was fun for me. I
had so much fun pregame party, and shout out to Lexi. She went along with all of the routines. She had the pre-match cerveza. Coach, there's my Spanish. There you go, the pre-match cerveza. It was so fun, and so shout out to everybody. And what can fans look forward to the next match? I guess that's the follow-up.
Yeah, well, hopefully another win. I think, again, we're committed to one game at a time, and we're about to play a team in Fort Worth that has never beaten the Lubbock Matadors, and we're going into our 4th season. So the players that have not been here, we need to instill in them that there's a pride that comes alongside coming into Lubbock and trying to take a win, number one, but being the first ever team to be able to do that would mean a lot, I'm sure, to the Vaqueros. And we've just got to take this game as serious as we can, give the fans a spectacular event. On top of that, Live Oak Animal Hospital, we mentioned that. One of my favorite nights, we will have Avery, one of our favorite puppies, come out again to do our first kick. So I'm excited to see our doggy first kick that starts off the match. In addition to, we're going to have another collectible poster rolling out with a new unique design on it for that night. So
over 300 of them, and they were all autographed by the team.
Yes. So it's a special commemorative thing. Again, if you come to all 5 matches and you're one of the first 300 people in, it's a great way to come get something fun for your family.
Outstanding stuff right there. Speaking of an outstanding company, Southwest Bank is here to make your financial dreams a reality. Whether you're looking to buy a home, start a business, or preparing for retirement, our experts right here in Lubbock will advise you every step of the way. Learn more about mortgage, loan, and wealth management services at southwestbank.com. Southwest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Dustin, I know you said you take one game at a time. I was approached by Thomas a minute ago to ask you a couple of questions that might be looking ahead past one game. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. First of all, the record attendance. Nobody in the NPSL can match us, man. We are big time with the 6,223. But then we have West Texas coming our way.
Can I just interrupt you there?
Yeah.
We actually had some technical difficulties. We're not going to correct the stats, but it was cool that I had a police officer that was running a clicker at the gate come up and say that we had over 7,100 actually in attendance. So we will keep it. We'll keep it at the number that we have from our technology side. But who knows? We might have been even more.
Dude, yeah, and in the future, then you possibly, like I mentioned, opening up that other side. You might have to if the numbers keep growing.
I think again. What's cool about that venue, there is some great sight lines for the standing room and everything else. So, and it's fun being in the large crowd, a sea of people. But, I would love to be in a situation where we're on both sides of the stadium.
Well, and they also have those nice green hills that maybe people could sit on.
Yeah, we'll have to get
We'd have to get approval for that.
Yeah.
Bring up West Texas on Saturday. That was in my notes. Bring up West Texas on Saturday. They seem pretty fired up that we're going to be coming to their place.
Yeah, listen, that's what started off as a fun, friendly rivalry. I think it's turned into an actual rivalry.
Yeah.
They clearly still have the Tumbleweed Trophy, which has become a very coveted trophy that we would love to get back. There's going to be some heat and passion behind us going back and getting a trophy that we feel like belongs in Lubbock. And secondly, can't avoid the elephant in the room.
No.
Coach coming from West Texas, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of excitement to try and give him a loss this coming Saturday. And so I think that I trust that our fans are going to have his back. I do believe we're going to have a good number of folks that are going to travel down in support of Coach and our boys. And I think that we're going to take it personally and go in there and do the best we can.
Of course, we have a big game on Wednesday, though. Before that, you want your face in the place as the Matadors host the Fort Worth Vaqueros. That's what we brought it up. I did what Thomas wanted me to do. I brought it up. One game at a time, though, right? One game at a time. Coach has got me on that. Let's get back to some of the stuff that we need to talk about. More camps are on the way for the Matadors, right?
Yes. If we haven't announced already, there will be an announcement soon. We have 2 more camps coming up. So we will have one this middle of this month, and then we will have one at the very end of the month, early July. Can I just tell you how special it is to see 250 kids out getting to go through a really high-level camp experience? I think one of the biggest things that I heard from parents was we've done a bunch of different camps. This felt way more professional. They loved the rotating stations, working with our different players. And again, normally how we've done camps in the past, you have a group that sticks with a couple of coaches all week, which is great because they get to build really good relationships. But this actually allowed kids to have exposure to every type of player that we have on the roster, and the skill set change worked really well. So
that's awesome.
Opportunity to get more merch, opportunity to get your kids or friends, family, whatever, out to experience some play with the guys, and even better is the next game you get to go on the field and do some cool things as a kid.
Right, yeah, the pregame festivities, the pageantry that comes with that. It was so cool seeing that in the pregame, and the kids that are part of camp get to take part in that?
Yeah, so part of the benefit of purchasing a camp is that you'll actually get to go on field at that next match. So again, we want to create unique moments, special things. I saw another fan that they said that this was their first night on social, ever coming. And they said they knew nothing about soccer but had an incredible time and can't wait to come back.
That's awesome.
So that's the goal, is we want to make people have a lot of fun at our events, and they will learn to love our sport.
Dude, that is awesome to hear. Back in Reds for our next home match.
Yeah, you're going to finally get to see the home Red kits. So
nice.
We've gotten tons of compliments. Our jerseys are selling like crazy, so if you haven't got them yet, I don't know how much longer we'll have the normal sizes in stock. So we're open down here at the barn. or you can get lined up and buy our merch.
Well, and every year y'all roll out new kits, and this year it has like a white pinstripe on it. They look really sharp. I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, our partners loved it. Again, credit to our team for a cool design. This is the first year we actually got to design our jerseys.
Oh.
So unique, has a classic touch, but it's also like looks sharp.
Yeah, I like it. I like the pinstripes. I feel like that's the best look. And, of course, we wore some – it says blues in my notes, but it was more of a teal color, right?
Yeah, the teal turquoise looks really good.
Yeah, what was the fan feedback from that from your perspective?
I think everybody loved it. And it actually got people talking about, like, we love the red and black stuff, but, you know, it's really cool that y'all have something unique that differentiates you guys. So,
yeah.
I think since we got good feedback, you know, who knows, just stay on the lookout. We might be teasing like a little bit of something new coming for next year too.
The smiles on the face over there, I love it.
I did get asked a lot. One of the biggest questions I got in the night was, will this be the only game you wear those?
Yeah.
And I told them, if we lose tonight, yes.
That won't, yeah, superstitions,
so
yeah.
Now we're back on for maybe another game. We'll see.
Final words, anything you want to add to get us ready for Wednesday?
Well, first off, big thank you to everyone that came out to support us. It was so special seeing how much Lubbock showed up for us.
Oh, yeah.
I was grateful that we were able to give them a win as a thank you for participating. But we only have 4 more guaranteed of these at home. So they come and go quickly. Let's not make the home opener the only special one.
Yeah.
I think we build on the home opener, and these guys absolutely love having people in the stands cheering for them. And if we want to see us try and make a run for wins at home, we're going to need all the fans we can there.
You know, it's for everybody. My 4-year-old all the way up to my 86-year-old grandma was at the game the other day. And so it is
I did see your parents. So
yeah. And my grandma was in the wheelchair sitting right next to him. And so, you know, it's for everybody. And this is the biggest ticket in town, like I said, and you want to be there absolutely on Wednesday.
And one last thing, you have no idea like who on this roster might go pro in the next year or two. And so being able to have access now, these guys are committed to fun engagement as well as connecting with our kids and youth. So make sure they get their access now before they leave us and go on and do bigger and better things.
Well, and one of the Mozo's chants is that wherever you go, we'll follow. And that's part of being a part of this community.
Yeah, you see us. There's definitely some Lubbock people following Monterey Bay right now and other clubs that we've seen some of our players come through.
Well, Dustin, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate you hopping on the Coaches Show. That's our general manager, Dustin McCorkle, and we want to thank you for tuning into the 2025 Coaches Show presented by Wundertre. Be on the lookout for our watch party locations for this game, this week's game. And tickets for our home games are on sale. Make sure you go check that out on our website, LubbockMatadors.com. It will save you time by purchasing those in advance, and we'll see you next Monday and, of course, on Wednesday as we're live right here on YouTube, me and John bringing you all the games that you need, bringing you the match against the Fort Worth Vaqueros. We'll see you then.
The Lubbock Matadors are all about partnering with local businesses and investing in the community.
Being a local business, it was really important to us, not only to support Dustin and his family, the Matador Soccer Club.
When you hear the word cancer for the first time, suddenly every moment matters.
How do I tell my family?
Where do I go for the best treatment?
At Covenant Health, you're never alone.
Covenant's cancer team is made up of the finest oncology specialists in the region, armed with state-of-the-art technology so you can stay close to home for the most advanced treatment available.
Cancer care at Covenant Health.